Have you ever noticed something about the scriptures and specifically the Book of Mormon? The sections of this book that generally people would say get a little harder to stay focused on, some would call them the more boring sections of the book. In almost every case, we're talking about the house of Israel in those sections, whether it be the Isaiah chapters or some of the long speeches about the house of Israel, about the scattering and the gathering, whether it's Zenos's allegory. All of this is about the house of Israel. We get introduced to that for the first time in the Book of Mormon in 1 Nephi chapter 19, 20, 21, 22, where Nephi really starts to take on in a direct way the role of this family. So what you have is the whole world of people, and God has picked this one little cluster, this one little family, this group, descendants of Abraham and Sarah, specifically the house of Israel. That becomes this covenant family that God is going to work through to try to bless all of the inhabitants of the earth eventually. Abraham has promised, through your seed, I'll bless all the world. Well, the Lord works with this family throughout the Old Testament. They get into the promised land eventually. They're going to split into two kingdoms, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom.